Today I want to talk to you slowly and gently about how you can learn to speak English in public confidently and how small daily practice can create big improvements over time. And I want you to imagine yourself sitting quietly in a comfortable place with a warm, calm feeling and telling yourself, today I will speak English today. I will try, even if it feels difficult or scary. And this small thought is already the beginning of confidence, because confidence does not appear suddenly. It grows step by step, day by day, through consistent practice. And one of the most important habits you can build is speaking, even if it is small and even if it is only to yourself. Maybe you start with one sentence. Maybe you look in the mirror and say, I can speak English confidently. I am improving every day. Or maybe you record yourself repeating simple sentences and then listen carefully and repeat again. This method, called shadowing, is very powerful because it trains your mouth to move naturally, your ear to hear the correct sounds, and your brain to understand sentence patterns and rhythm. And when you repeat every day, even for 5 or 10 minutes, your voice begins to feel familiar with English sounds and your sentences flow more naturally. And another daily habit is thinking in English, even for 1 minute a day. Small thoughts like, I am opening the door, I am drinking water, I am walking outside, I am checking my phone. These tiny thoughts train your brain to switch languages automatically. And automatic thinking creates natural confidence, because when your brain stops translating, your mouth is free to speak smoothly. And another habit is reading aloud every day, maybe a short story, maybe simple subtitles, maybe a small article. And while reading aloud, pay attention to your pronunciation, your pauses, your rhythm, and your tone, and speak slowly and clearly, even if it feels awkward at first, because awkwardness is a sign of practice and your speaking muscles are growing stronger. And another powerful daily habit is listening, because listening builds your ear and your ear controls your voice. When you listen every day to easy English audios, your brain absorbs pronunciation, tone, speed, and flow, and slowly your speaking becomes more natural and confident. And another tip is to practice small public speaking moments. Maybe you tell one simple fact to a friend in English, or share a short story with a family member, or speak for 1 minute in front of a mirror. And even if you feel nervous, these small challenges train your confidence slowly and steadily. And another very important tip is repetition, because repetition builds automatic speaking ability, and automatic speaking builds confidence in public. When you do not have to think too much, your sentences come naturally and your voice sounds calm and strong. And another daily habit is visualization. Imagine yourself speaking in public confidently. Imagine standing in front of a group of people, your voice clear, calm, and strong. Imagine yourself smiling while speaking. Imagine your listeners nodding or listening attentively. And when you do this for a few minutes every day, your brain is preparing for real situations, because your mind cannot always tell the difference between imagination and reality, and practicing in your mind helps you speak with less hesitation in real life. And another tip is to reduce fear, step by step. Fear of mistakes, fear of judgment, fear of being slow are normal and everyone feels them. But when you practice daily, these fears shrink and courage grows stronger. Because courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is action despite fear. And every time you speak despite fear, your confidence grows a little more. And another important tip is to celebrate small wins. Maybe you spoke one sentence in English to a stranger. Maybe you asked a question. Maybe you answered someone. Even small wins create motivation, and motivation creates consistency, and consistency is the key to long-term fluency. And when you practice daily, you notice small improvements. Maybe your pronunciation is better. Maybe your sentences flow smoother. Maybe your confidence rises and your brain gets used to English, and slowly you feel ready to speak in front of small groups and later bigger groups. And remember, progress may feel slow sometimes, but slow progress is still progress. And every day you show up and practice, even for 5 or 10 minutes, your future confident English speaking self is already growing inside you. And every small daily habit adds up to strong public speaking skills and natural fluent English. And by repeating, listening, thinking, speaking, visualizing, celebrating small wins daily, you will soon find that standing in front of people and speaking English is no longer scary. It is just another practice opportunity, and your confidence becomes part of you. And one day you will look back and smile, because you started with small daily habits that seemed simple and easy, but created real powerful results. And today is your chance to start that habit again and remind yourself, I can do this. I will practice today. I will improve my speaking. I will speak confidently. And every day this small step grows into something big, and your future self will thank you for starting now. And remember that speaking in public is not about perfection. It is about showing up. It is about trying. It is about practicing. It is about being patient with yourself. It is about trusting yourself and your ability to improve. And every day that you practice, every day that you repeat, every day that you imagine, every day that you speak, even a little bit, you are training your brain, your mouth, your voice, your courage, and your confidence. And slowly, step by step, these small actions become big changes. And one day you will speak in front of a group, naturally, calmly, and fluently, without fear, and it will feel easy because you have already built the confidence brick by brick with your daily practice. And every minute you spend practicing English counts. Every sentence counts. Every repetition counts. Every small effort counts, and your future self will look back and feel proud and grateful because you never gave up, because you continued despite fear, despite mistakes, despite hesitation. And that is how real confidence is built, and that is how you can learn to speak English in public confidently, by doing small daily practice consistently with patience, calmness, and trust in your journey.